Alright, hello everybody. How's it going? I'm here working on getting this destroyed bushing you can see right there. Whenever you can see it split right down the middle, and whenever I got the jack under the oil pan with a block of wood, and as you can see, they are a little worn out. So I've started by taking my cruise control loose. It's a 10mm bolt, and once I get that loose, I will start working on this plate right here on top, the 2 bolts on the timing, and then the one on here, and then there's 3 bolts down in here, 1 over here, and then 1 right back here. So get this out of the way, and then we'll start getting this one loose, and I'll come back to you. Okay, so I also forgot to mention that there is also a third 10mm down here, so I'm gonna get that off, and then I'll update you. Alright, so we've got it out of the way here. Got all the connectors and things like that over here. I've got the power steering out of the way so that you can kind of move it out of the way to get to this bolt and that one down there. This one right here doesn't have a problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the jack and I'm going to put a little pressure on it, and until the bushing starts showing that like something's loading it up, and then I'll start taking these off and then start working on this, and I'll update you. I'll actually get the socket size here in a second. Alright, so we found out that it was a 17, so I used this to bust both of these and this one. Those weren't too bad because I'd loosened them up whenever I did the torque mounts, but this one I had to throw some heat, a little bit of heat on it, not too much, just a little bit. Kind of hit it with a ball peen hammer, nothing too dramatic, just gave it a couple taps, kind of bust some rust or whatever loose, and then put a wrench on the end of this and kind of maxed it out, and then kind of bounced, and it kind of loosened it up and broke free. So we're going to finish getting this off, then we're going to start getting the three bolts that are I think they're 14s. Yeah, they're 14s. So we'll go ahead and get that out, and then I'll update you. Okay, so before I put this thing back on, I'm going to hit this with a little brass brush or something, kind of clean the rust up. Maybe put down like some NLCs or something, I don't know. But yeah, just to show you the condition of this excellent motor mount, right? And you can see the split real good right there, but yeah, check this out. Yeah, it's yeah, yikes. So yeah, this is definitely bad, and I cannot wait to get the new motor mount in. So I've already kind of loosened everything. That's what you're hearing. So the 14 does fit. But yeah, I'm going to finish getting this out, get this cleaned up, and then I'll update you. Okay, so I've got this brushed off pretty decent. I'm still going to put some caliper grease or something on there. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I've got everything out, and here is the old bushing, and here's the new one. So yeah, so got the hardware right there, got it cleaned off, and so yeah, I'm gonna get the new mount in and get it bolted in, and then I'll update you. Okay, so I've got the new mount in, got the little thing lined up, got everything tightened down, got thread locker on some things, got everything tightened down, and now I'm gonna start putting the cruise control back in place, getting all this tied back up, and then we can start focusing on that little beaut. So let me get to it. Okay, so we've got everything back in place, everything's stitched up, everything's plugged in, everything's tight, hooked up. Alright, so now let's move to this side, and what I'm probably going to do is probably get the jack under it and then start trying to break things loose before I even, and once I get things moving, I'll put some pressure on the transmission to help support it, get everything out, and then slide it out whichever way I need to slide it, because it's looking like I may have to go down because of that back there, but we'll see, and you'll find out. But yeah, let me get to it. Okay, so I've got pressure on it. I've got these loose. These are also 17s. These are probably 17s down here as well, but I haven't tried messing with them yet. I'm gonna try and see if I can get it out without this, but worst case scenario, we'll have to bust these 3 loose over here as well. So, and they're all 17s, but yeah, I've got the transmission side supported, block of wood. So let me finish getting this out and then we'll update you. Alright, so I've got it out, didn't have to loosen everything up, and there were 2 other ones that I'd forgot to cover, and you're gonna have to crawl under and access them with a 17 wrench. I didn't have any problem really. They broke free relatively easily, so I'm gonna get some of this cleaned off before I put the new back in, and then we can see. So yeah. Alright. So let me get to it, and the reason why it's kind of stop and go right now is because my brother is at work, and I kind of took the layoff so I could take care of this because I got tired of dealing with my shit shaking all the time. So, but yeah, let's get it in, and then I'll update. Okay, so we've got the new hardware in. I've got Loctite on them, and I made sure they were all cinched down pretty tight. I had to use like a pry bar to kind of wiggle the back half of this, you know, front and back a little bit to kind of get it down far enough to where the weld nut in the back would line up and it would go through. But I got all this cinched down. I put a little bit of caliper grease on the shaft of this going in, and to kind of prevent any seizing. And but yeah, let's get the intake on and get it off the jack stands and see how it rides. Alright, so I'm just out driving it around, trying it out, and I gotta say I can feel a big difference for sure. It's definitely not as jumpy and shaky, and you know, as it was. So it definitely feels more solid whenever I touch the gas pedal. Like before, whenever I would shift into another gear kind of early or whatever, it would kind of shake back and forth. The whole front end of the car would just shake. So it was, now you only kind of get it a little bit in like first gear or whatever, whenever the clutch is kind of slipping and grabbing. Alright, I'm going to turn around up here and then I'll continue the video there. Alright, so I appreciate everybody hanging out and sticking around. I appreciate all the new subscribers that have started subscribing. I appreciate everybody. Appreciate all the comments. So now that we've got the motor mount issue fixed, next on the agenda is the rear trailing arm. I'm going to be getting some K-tuned rear trailing arm bushings. They're going to be upgrades. They're going to be hardened rubber instead of the normal graphite bushing material. So and then I'm going to be getting probably some rear hubs from Detroit Axle, maybe. They got a pretty good deal on them, so I've got a broken wheel stud, so I mean, you know, we'll play it by ear on how everything goes whenever I start breaking it down. But I'll probably will go ahead and replace them while I'm in there, and then hopefully I can reuse, just have those drums turned, and then just pick up some brake pads from a local parts store, whatever, and then just kind of rebuild the, you know, if the wheel cylinders are good, you know, just reuse those, whatever. And you know, obviously if the pads and the drums look good, don't even worry about it, you know. Just, I don't know, we'll see. Like I said, we'll play it by ear. You know, if I'm in there, I might as well go ahead and do a lot of things anyway, so there's no, you know, it's just more or less you know, how I feel, and you know, prices locally or versus ordering. You know, I got to do a whole bunch of research on that, but yeah, and then after that it's on to coilovers, wheels and tires, things like that, so a little bit higher end price items. So yeah, definitely stay tuned. I appreciate everyone. If you like this content, hit a like. If you want to catch up on more things that I'm doing to the Civic, hit that subscribe button. And until next time, peace out. Everybody stay safe.